Hi everyone. The host committee for the 2012 Alberta Summer Games was at a local elementary school this morning to announce the launch of the torch relay application process, which will see 30 kids have the chance to carry the torch through the city. Daryl Rummel reports.
The GS Lakey cheer team could only enhance the excitement of the host committee for the 2012 Alberta Summer Games. The defending provincial and national champions performed before heading off to their next competition, encouraging fellow students to register themselves to be a part of the coming attraction, a torch relay for the Alberta Summer Games and the games themselves. Brooke French was one of the lucky Canadians chosen to carry the 2010 Olympic torch.
And it's something I will never forget. I can remember running and looking up at the torch and thinking to myself, wow, I'm forever a part of the Olympics and I carried this torch.
Her souvenir torch was on display for kids to see alongside the Summer Games torch that will hit the city streets in July.
An opportunity for young kids to get involved, so that the torch carriers are all the same age that our athletes are, 11 to 17. So for them to get involved and feel part of it, it'll be great for them.
And I think that these students will have a great opportunity to have pride for Alberta and participate in the Summer Games.
Well, you know, the games, they are a huge event. I mean, the number of athletes coming in will be 3,000 athletes and coaches, 15 sports, so virtually every venue in our city is going to be involved in the games. So no matter where you are in the city, you're going to see games stuff happening, and with sponsors and everything else going on, it'll consume the city for that 4 days in July.
The torch relay is the first thing to kick off the Summer Games, and 30 kids will be selected to carry it through the streets of Lethbridge, either 200 or 500 meters, and people of all abilities as well. To be a part of it, simply go to the Alberta Summer Games website and tell them why you should be selected. Daryl Rummel, CTV Sports, Lethbridge.
And the deadline to apply to be part of the relay is April 30th. The website is 2012albertasummergames.ca. Rugby Canada has named its roster for the upcoming IRB Sevens event in China. Headlining the group is former pronghorn star Ashley Patzer. Joining her are current pronghorn standouts Kayla Maleshi and Kelsey Willoughby. The tournament starts March 23rd. Lethbridge Hurricanes will play their final 2 home games of the season this weekend. The Canes welcome the Hitmen to town tonight. Lethbridge is still a pretty beat-up club, missing 3 regulars, and so 15-year-old prospect Reed Duke is expected to be in the lineup. Game time is 7 o'clock. As we told you earlier this week, legendary Western Hockey League broadcaster Bob Ridley will be behind the mic for his 3,000th career game tomorrow in Lethbridge when the Tigers come to town. We get more on his great career from Chat TV's Liam Nixon.
Here's Brennan Bosch. He's hit over the line with Russell. Brennan Bosch shoots.
It's just one of the many memorable calls Tigers fans remember well. The 2007 double overtime Game 7 clincher from Tigers forward Brennan Bosch that sent the Tabbies to the Memorial Cup in Vancouver.
Wow, you just couldn't help but just be totally thrilled, not only for the team and for Brennan Bosch, but just for hockey in general here in town. It doesn't get any better than that, and I don't think it ever will.
Through good times and bad, Bob Ridley has been a fixture in the broadcast booth for over 4 decades. And there has been some bad, including a stretch with no playoffs from the late 1990s to the early 2000s. But even the leanest of years couldn't take away Rid's enthusiasm for the job.
No, it never changed. He was always a true Tiger fan. He's got that tattooed on his arms, I guess.
You got to have a passion to do the game, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You still have to get the job done. Probably what it did, it was more challenging because you had to find a way to make the game sound more interesting.
Over the course of 41-plus seasons, there have been times when, between calling games, interviewing team members, and driving the bus, Rids wasn't quite at 100%, but calling in sick just isn't an option. He remembers one night specifically in Saskatoon.
It was kind of a laryngitis type thing, and believe it or not, I just felt so rotten. I sounded like Donald Duck trying to get through the game. It was so brutal, and and I kept saying to myself, what am I doing here?
As for when Rids will leave the booth, he's not really ready to think that far ahead, and he's far too modest to discuss what his legacy will be, so we'll let someone else do it for him.
Bob Ridley is an icon in this community, and I'm sure if he ran for mayor, he'd win in a landslide.
He wouldn't want the job, would he? In the Alberta Junior Hockey League playoffs tonight, the Brooks Bandits will attempt to put a stranglehold on their best-of-7 second-round series with the Calgary Canucks. Game 3 in Calgary is at 7:30 tonight.